Debbie and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Just wanted to share a little bit about the colors I'm going to use today and how I got my palette, and I'm kind of going against all the rules, so that's okay. So anyway, I have these sheets that show my colors, and I do this so that I can tell, especially on blues, I can tell when it dries if it's going to be really dark, and then if I blow it out thinner, what shade it's going to be. So I really like these charts. I just mix up my paints. If I get a new color, a new paint, I just squirt a little bit on it after I get it mixed up, and then I write the name of the paint down there so I know which one it is. But anyway, last week I saw this palette and I thought, wow, that would really look good on a painting. Then I thought to myself, oh no, they're all metallics. And there's too many colors here for a painting. But so I thought, well, I could knock down some of the colors and maybe add a few other colors. I'm really trying to get away from Arteza paints. They are very difficult to get a hold of. The website says order them on Amazon. You go to Amazon, they're sold out. So it looks like you can get a few kits, but you have to buy 8 tubes at a time. Some of the tubes, the colors I don't use as often, so I'm piling up on the colors I don't use as often, and so I'm kind of at a dilemma with them. So I'm looking at other companies as to which company I like to supplement. Anyway, so I've supplemented some, but I kept to the same color palette. So anyway, my base paint is going to be white, and this is titanium white by Amsterdam, and so that will be my base paint. And then my colors are going to be Paynes Gray by Pebeo, and Metallic Rich Espresso by DecoArt. Then I have Iridescent Silver by Pebeo, and then 24 Karat Gold by DecoArt, and Antique Bronze by DecoArt. Then I have Copper by Liquitex, and Pearl Carbon Black by Master's Touch, and Rose Gold by DecoArt. And I might top it off with the Paynes Gray, just because these are all metallics, and this is my only flat paint. So anyway, we'll see how it goes. That's why I use these small canvases a lot of times, is to just test out my colors and see if they work. So anyway, I'm going to flood my canvas and I'll be right back. So here I'm going to flood my canvas, and that just means I put my base paint on. I put some paint down and then I spread it out with my spatula, trying to get an even layer of base paint on the whole canvas. And if you haven't seen me do this in detail, then you can watch some of my other videos if I go into detail about how to spread it out. Anyway, I just wanted to give a shout out to my grandkids. Hi Colton, hey Briar, hey Darcy, hey Eli, hey Luke. They call me Honey, and the younger ones love to watch Honey on YouTube. I think it's fun. And if they're watching now, I miss you. So anyway, and here I get that paint and get it on the sides as well. I also wanted to give a shout out to some of the artists that I watched on YouTube, and Rinske Douna and Olga Sorbe, Erica Hughes, Tammy Anderson, and Kanella Ciraco. Head over to their channels, you'll learn a lot from them too. Kanella Ciraco, I watched her a ton, and she is really detailed and teaches you a lot of things to do, and she's really detailed, and I really appreciated her. So I still watch all of them, and just head over there and support your YouTube artists. Alright, I'll let you keep watching. I'm going to end up popping my bubbles here in a minute, and then you can see me layer out my paints. So we're going to start off with this Paynes gray, and I'm trying to see, I think I might just do that for my composition. Let's see how that goes. Oh, and I forgot to tell you, you need to level up your canvas before you flood it out. I did mine, but forgot to tell you. It's real important. I can remember in the beginning, I'd level it up, but I wouldn't be real precise. And a few times, my composition wasn't like completely off the canvas or anything. It's just very wonky. I don't know if you, it's a very technical term in the painting world, wonky. But this is the 24 karat gold, so I'm going to go real light on it. It will take over. And I probably should have gone light on that Espresso. Any of the DecoArt ones, it seems they take over a little bit, which is not a bad thing. This is DecoArt, so I'll go about half light on this. How's that? These are all metallic paints. I think it's going to look cool. I've done some all metallics on black base, and they were really cool. So I'm not afraid to do it. This is the Pearl Carbon black. This gives off like a little bit of a purpley, more of a blue purple, but kind of like pewter. All right, so that's the rose gold. All right, so I'm going to move these a little bit here. I'm gonna pop my bubbles in this. Okay. I was blowing that out, it looked a bit like mud. Of course, it's a lot of earth tones and everything. But when the blue started coming out, this Paynes Gray by Pebeo has a lot of really pretty blue hue to it. There's not a whole lot of Paynes Grays that do. They tend to lean more on the blue side, but this Paynes Gray by Pebeo is really, really pretty. I'm really enjoying using it. And you can tell with these metallics that there's going to be a lot of cells in here, a lot of pretty cells. I really like these colors together. And at first, when I first started blowing out, I was like, oh, this is just not going to turn out. But I love it. And I think when this dries, it's really, really going to be pretty. I'm going to fix a few things. And so let's see here. I think this right in here, I don't like how it's just going straight line. So I'm going to try to push the white into this a little bit to give it a little bit more curvature here. So let's go. Yeah, that's better. Okay. Oh, the more I look at these colors and what it's doing right here, I'm going to bring you all down. Bring you down for a close-up. Okay, by the way, this is my painting number 297. And I just wanted to show you up close. This angle right here is showing you that blue tone right in here with Pebeo. And it is really, really pretty. It's showing up darker a little bit, but it's going to dry darker, so I'm not afraid of showing you this. But oh my gosh, you look at these beautiful cells in here. See how pretty that is? You know how I told you when I first started blowing it out, it looked like mud. Well, I mean, that looks like a piece of granite. These colors are beautiful, and just that touch of blue. It's not just a bunch of blue, just a touch of blue. And those cells right there are gorgeous. But then look at this. Okay, so we come over here, and there's that blue again. Then look at these cells. Isn't that pretty? I mean, that is just gorgeous in there. And it's gonna have a ton of shimmer because of the metallic paints when it dries. Alright, so let's let this dry and I'll bring you down for a close-up of the dried results. I am going to show you this one thing that I want to fix. I don't know if you can see this little nub sticking out here. And I'm just going to take my finger, bring you down for a closer look. And I'm just going to bring it in like that. And you see how there's no nub there anymore. I might even do this right here. Okay. And I'm going to take my stick, scrape the drips. Just take my popsicle stick. And I scrape the drips off and I go around usually just twice. And oh, I see something else over here I can show you. Let's see. So this corner here, it's a white corner. So I can just take a little color from one of my drips here. And I don't want to put too much color because there's not a lot of color on that corner, but I can draw it down. And it doesn't look like paint just stopped. It now looks like part of the painting and not just a corner that didn't get paint. Let's look at this other corner. I think this one's the same way. So I can just take, actually I think I can just take my finger that I just had, because this one's so faded anyway. That looks like it's a finished corner. This one I'm not afraid of because I kind of like how that curves, and I don't mind it cutting off. It's a bigger portion of the corner exposed, so I'm fine with that. And you can see my edges. I'm just going to leave them and let them drip and dry natural. Sometimes I fix them. Sometimes I'll fix like this portion here, but I like that right there. Just, oh, here's something I might fix. Okay, so do you see that right there? How it just stopped in its tracks. So I'm gonna pick up some paint from, see that drip right there has some color in it. Oops, that's not enough color. Let's get that drip. Okay, that should be enough. And I just want to take it and start, and it'll blend and it'll look pretty. This one will probably do that same thing because it's going to keep dripping, but I think it'll look pretty. Anyway, I'll show you the dried results when it dries. Okay, I wanted to show you the dried results of this painting. It turned out gorgeous. This is number 297 of my paintings, and look at the glistening paints of those metallics in here. And that's not blue, that's Paynes gray, but it has a blue tone to it, and it's beautiful in here. And look at those. I even like this like sharp line here with the cells, and oh, I just think it's all really pretty. And you can really see the rose gold too. So if you're a fan of rose gold, this is your painting right in there. All that rose gold, it's beautiful. It's beautiful, and it really looks nice with that blue. It's just a really nice painting. It looks real natural. It looks like a piece of granite or something. These colors would be really nice in one of those tabletop with resin. I don't know. I'd like to try that kind of stuff. Maybe will one day. So anyway, there it is. Let me see if I can turn the flash on. Okay, here it is with the flash on. And you're really gonna see all the shimmer and the sparkle. Look at all that. So pretty. Looks like formica in the painting. Looks so nice. Really pretty colors. Might do this one in a large canvas. That would be gorgeous. Level 3, very nice. Okay. Thank you so much for watching. Like and subscribe. Help me out in my YouTube adventure. Thanks now. Be blessed.